Well, fall is upon us and the beautiful leaves are changing, maybe a little bit later than they have in past years. And we take you to two great places where you can see leaves and have a great weekend getaway. We're headed to Amish country where there's great leaves to see up there, plus a lot of activities. And we head down to the Hocking Hills, which is known as the great place to see leaves and get a cabin and kind of enjoy a weekend down here. We check out several things, activities, cabins, things that you can do. Stay with us. You don't want to miss 1 minute of today's show. I'm Mike Kilburn, and we're out and about Columbus. Well, a visit to Amish country is great this time of the year. It's such a popular area, and we had an opportunity to talk to Tiffany Gerber, who told us why Amish country is so popular and how you can learn more about the Amish culture. Well, Tiffany, so good to have Holmes County Visitors Bureau on the show.
Thank you so much. We're glad to have you here.
Yeah, I'd love to come to Amish country. It's one of our favorite destinations that we visit. So what do you think makes Amish country just so popular?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. Over the years, it's been just seeing the traditional cultural aspects of Amish country, but also people have really found out about our great shopping, the foods, the furniture, and now high fashion is something that we also have to offer.
Well, Tiffany, I understand Amish country is the #1 destination tour in Ohio. Is that correct?
As far as we're concerned, absolutely. We're up against some seasonal experiences as well, like the Cedar Points of the world. So, but we are one of the top.
Where can people learn more about the Amish culture?
Well, in addition to the fantastic farms and homes where you can actually see daily life of the Amish culture, you can also visit the Amish and Mennonite Heritage Center. And it is a fantastic place to ask all the questions you've ever had. It's also home of the library and archives for the Anabaptists on a national level.
So, Tiffany, can you see all of Amish country in one day?
Absolutely not. It is, if you want to shop, eating alone would take a full day, but to actually get out and see all the towns, explore the back roads, as well as our world-class museums, there's no way to do it in just a day.
Yeah, I believe that to absolutely be true. Well, give us some contact information for folks that are coming up to visit Amish country, especially in the fall. It's a great place to see the leaves, right?
Sure, and all of our information is at visitamishcountry.com, or they can call our office at 330-674-3975.
Fantastic. Tiffany, great information. Thanks so much for being on the show. Well, Lena and her two daughters started this wonderful clothing store, and they actually make the clothes that you're going to find here. They're all made by Amish here in Amish country. Sizes 5 to 28, and just an amazing store. We had an opportunity to talk to her and find out more on some of the great events that she has coming up in both November and December. Well, Lena, so good to have you and Farmhouse Frocks back on the show.
It's good to be here.
So let's talk a little bit about, this is a mother and daughters team, two daughters, right? How did this all get started?
Well, I wanted clothes that fit me as a plus size woman, and then soon I realized that all women, all sizes wanted my clothes, and my daughters and I design everything, and then we have 30 Amish seamstresses that sew it for us. We are so grateful for our team. We also make cowhide bags and leather bags, and that is a big hit.
So how do you get the thoughts or the process of designing your own clothes and doing all that? That is so unique.
I am inspired by the West Coast, and I also make sure that I handpick every single one of my fabrics, that it's soft and durable.
I know you got some big events coming up,
Yes.
and it's a great time to come to Amish country in the fall with the leaves and right on through the holiday season. So tell us what you got coming up.
So November 2nd is our Christmas open house. Cottonwood Shanty, which is only 2 stores down, and I are having our Christmas open house from 10 to 5 that day. There will be extra special things and refreshments. Then November 16th is when the chocolate walk is in downtown Millersburg.
Great. Well, tell us where we can learn more information. I know that you're big on Instagram and a lot of stories there, so tell us all about it.
Anything that we do, we put it on our website, and it's called farmhousefrocks.com. And the great thing about our company, we're a homemade product, but we ship out the same day you order. So,
Great. I know you can get all that online, right?
yes, everything's online.
Fantastic. Lena,
Thanks for coming.
it's been an absolute pleasure seeing you again. And I got to tell you, I'm just always amazed when I walk in here. You do a great job. Thank you. Well, Liz Elliott came up with this beautiful idea 4 years ago to do these custom scrolls. And it is just an amazing product. And it's something that you're going to want to think about, maybe especially with the holidays coming up or if you have a wedding coming up. But then she opened a brick and mortar store on top of that with a lot of home accessories. This place is absolutely amazing. She told us more. Well, Alyssa, so good to be here at Cottonwood Shanty. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you for being here.
Interesting product that you have. These are like scrolls that go on walls.
Yes.
Tell me how this all got started.
Well, just celebrated 4 years of Roll and Scrolls, but I came up with the idea 4 years ago, and they're just large calligraphy scrolls. We can do designs, custom sayings, but we also have a bunch of pre-designed quotes and that kind of thing.
What do people typically ask for? What do they want when they get these scrolls?
Anything regarding home, faith, the seasonal ones. We just released our Christmas scrolls, like the Oh Holy Night, the Silent Night, that kind of thing. That's really pretty for the holidays.
Yeah. So how long does it take to get one made? I mean, what's that whole time frame if I need it for a special event or something like that?
Yeah. So for custom ones, you're looking at 2 to 4 weeks. Obviously, it could be shorter, but we also have the pre-designed ones that ship within 1 to 4 days.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So what's the future hold for Cottonwood Shanty?
I don't know. We'll see. But I'm just really excited. I love this brick and mortar, and we're having our Christmas open house on November 2nd, and that's going to be very magical.
And that's going to be in conjunction with Farmhouse Frocks. Both of you are on a Christmas opening, right? So
Yes.
it's not just a one, it's a twofer if you come
Oh,
up.
it's a twofer. And if you follow us on Instagram, you're going to want to be here because it's going to be spectacular.
Yeah, I bet it is. Well, give us some contact information where we can find you to come up and enjoy that event.
Yes, we are at 65 West Jackson Street in Millersburg, Ohio. You can follow us on Instagram at Cottonwood Shanty, on Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube. We're all on it all.
Sounds fantastic. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Much. I appreciate it.
Would you like to enjoy a simple life? Well, stay with us because we're going to take you to a place where you can find that simple life. That's straight ahead.
Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.
Well, in our visit to historic downtown Millersburg, we found out they got some great events coming up, and we talked to Jennifer Miller, who told us about some of those events, and they're things you're not going to want to miss. Well, Jennifer, good to have you in historic downtown Millersburg on the show.
Thank you so much.
You know, you guys always have some great activities, and I understand coming up, you've got an event called the Chocolate Walk and a Christmas open house. So tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. The Chocolate Walk and Christmas Open House is going to be on Saturday, November 16th. It's from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's a great event for children, for grandparents, bring your friends, just make it a family day. Tickets are on sale right now on Eventbrite at $15 each, and then you get a box that you are able then to take to each area business in the downtown and collect your chocolates.
Now, is all the shops involved in this, or is there just a select few and they're identified some way?
This is going to be an all downtown event, and so you're literally going to be able to go into each business, each restaurant, collect a goodie, get a chocolate, and just be in a very festive atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, I have to ask this. What do you think makes Millersburg so unique? And I know I hear the historic benefits of this area all the time. So talk a little bit about that.
Well, Millersburg, I always tell people Millersburg is the crown jewel of Holmes County. It's really the hidden treasure. There's a lot of history here. This is our county seat. The shops in this area are very organic. You are not going to run into the same product lines from store to store to store, and a lot of handmade. So we work with a lot of artisans in this area and just offer really unique wares.
Well, Jennifer, folks that want to come down and participate in this event, give us some contact information.
Absolutely. They can get on our website, www.historicdowntownmillersburg.com, or follow us on social media and send an inbox.
Sounds like a great time. Jennifer, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Well, if you're making a trip up to Amish country to look at the fall leaves, something you need to put on your list is Lehman's. This place is absolutely amazing to walk through here and see all the things that they have at Lehman's. And this company is almost 65 years in the making. We talked to Glenda Lehman Irvin, and she told us more about the simple life you'll find here at Lehman's. Well, Glenda, it's so good to be back to Lehman's.
Good to have you here.
There's nothing like this in the state of Ohio. You walk in here, it's just amazing. And I know you guys are always expanding and doing new things. Is your customers primarily those that want to live without electricity?
That certainly is one segment of our customers. However, we have a lot of people that just want practical, simple products that work.
It's always something amazing when we come in here, and this is one of the new rooms that we're in right now. This is a new addition, right?
Mm-hmm. It is. We are standing in our year-round Christmas room. People that are traveling on vacation, on holiday, often like to pick up an ornament or a gift, and who doesn't love Christmas?
Yeah. People just today coming from Maine and Florida and around the United States, right?
Yeah, that's true. That board where people sign in, it is not uncommon in a week's time to have 30 or so states and a dozen foreign countries.
That's amazing. Well, let's talk a little bit about the products that you have here and where those come from.
They come from all over the world. We kind of joke internally that it's either the Amish guy right down the road or it's Belgium.
It is a great place to come and just spend a day looking around and shopping here.
Well, we suggest people take at least 2 hours because it's about 40,000 square feet. Go through once looking up at all the antiques and then go through again at eye level and make sure you have a cart with you so you can fill it up.
Well, give us some contact information, Glenda, where we can find Lehman's at.
Sure. We are about 2 hours north of Columbus, an hour south of Cleveland, 4 miles south of Route 30, roughly between Worcester and Canton. Open every day from 9 to 6 except Sunday, which around here, most places are closed on Sunday.
Yeah. Like I said, great place to come up and visit. Thanks so much for being on the show, Glenda.
Yeah, enjoy.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news, upcoming shows, and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
Well, we stopped by Ale House 1890, and this is an amazing place in a historic building built back in the 1800s, and they have an incredible bar featuring a lot of rare bourbons and wonderful food, and you won't believe one of the items that they had on their seafood menu. We talked to Kim Sowers and learn more. Well, Kim, so nice to have the Ale House on the show and being here in Lancaster.
Thank you. You too. It's great to have you.
Looking at this building, it looks so rich in history. Tell us a little of the history of this building.
Well, Ale House 1890 has rich architectural history here. We pay homage to the architecture in keeping with the original structure. This was once 2 locations, which has now been combined to form Ale House 1890, dating back to the early 1850s.
Well, Kim, I can't help but notice you have a nice bar selection. What do you think makes you stand out?
Well, I'd have to say it's probably our combined collection of whiskey from bourbons to scotches. We have the largest in southern Ohio and would rival to say we could top some of the bars and restaurants in Columbus.
Well, Kim, what makes you unique from the food that you serve to the drinks that you make?
Well, we are constantly evolving to change up our menu and keep up with the latest trends. We change our menu twice a year. One thing we're really proud of is the fact that we do value the concept of farm to table. We have local growers that we work with hand in hand, so that's something super cool that we like to showcase here.
Well, I understand you have great food and drinks, so how can people find you here in Lancaster?
Well, check out our website at alehouse1890.com. We would love to have you. We are located at 149 West Main Street in Lancaster, Ohio, and our social media, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter.
Sounds fantastic, Kim. Great being here. Thanks so much for having us here.
Thanks for coming.
Well, the holiday treasure hunt is kicking off a little bit early. You'll still be able to enjoy some of the fall colors and enjoy the holiday treasure hunt. And that's not all. There's a lot more events happening here in the Hocking Hills. We talked to Karen Raymore. She is in charge of Explore Hocking Hills, and she gave us an earful on all the great things that are happening down here. Well, Karen, so good to have Explore Hocking Hills back on the show.
Thank you. We're delighted to be here.
It's a great time of year to come to the Hocking Hills. Just beautiful leaves and all the changing of colors and all the things to do down here. It's a great place. And of course, you're Miss Hocking Hills. You have all the information, but you got a big event coming up, the Hocking Hills Holiday Treasure Hunt, right? So tell us about that.
Well, and this year, I think it's going to be particularly attractive because we've had a bit of a late turn to our colors. So it's just great. It runs from November 1st to December 12th. The way it works is you pick up a treasure hunt map. You get the little official entry form, and all you have to do is collect 6 stamps from any of the 25, 6 different stamps from any of those 25 participants. The way it works is each one of the participating shops puts up a prize, and then we also have a grand prize. And when you've completed and collected all your stickers and you return this, you'll be entered for the grand prize, which is 2 nights cabin stay for 4. I'll bring the whole family. It also includes canopy tours and canoe tours and adventure golf, candle making, lunch, dinner. It's a really, really nice getaway package.
So how do you get started? How do you get entered into this so you can go and do this?
You want to get the map, and you can download that from our website, explorehockingHills.com. You can also pick it up, and we also have a supply at all the participating shops. So there's a lot of places to get it. Again, these wonderful volunteers are ready and willing to help you make the best choices and have the best vacation.
Very short trip down from Columbus, so great thing to come and do on the weekends. Karen, thanks so much for being on the show. Good to see you again.
My pleasure. Thanks.
Well, in front of me are just some of my reasons for eating in the Hocking Hills at the Hocking Hills Diner, one of my favorite places to eat. They have a new menu coming out as we move into fall and winter, and we talked to Susie Edwards, and she told us more. Well, Susie, so glad to have you in the Hocking Hills Diner back on the show.
Good to meet you. Good to see you again.
The food down here is just phenomenal. I love the food that you put out down here. And you always got something new and changing menus and all that. And, of course, this is the fall season when a lot of folks are coming down, which is why we're doing today's show. So tell us what's new here at the Hocking Hills Diner.
Oh, we've always got new stuff. We do a new fall and a spring menu every year. This year we're doing our turkey and waffle sandwich. And instead of doing bread, we're doing a waffle that's made of stuffing. It comes with fresh turkey that we make. All of our food is fresh and homemade. We don't have your run-of-the-mill processed food. We make it all fresh and homemade here.
Yeah. One of the things I remember is the desserts that you have here. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about those.
We have great desserts, and most of them are homemade. Some of them aren't, but the ones that are not homemade are excellent. We get them from quality places. So sugar cookies, got to have a sugar cookie.
You actually have some spaces here where you can hold events or family reunions, things like that. Tell us a little bit about that.
Right. We have 2 party rooms. One of them holds about 14 comfortably, and the other one's about 50 to 55 comfortably. We have events. It's getting ready to be the Christmas season, so we do a lot of Christmas parties.
That's what we were talking about earlier with Karen Raymore from Explore Hocking Hills. This thing goes all year round. They have events year round, and it's always a great time to come down to the Hocking Hills.
Karen was just here over the weekend to have her eggs Benedict, but yes.
Of course, we know where we can get some great food here at the Hocking Hills Diner, so tell us how to get here and enjoy some of this.
We are just off Route 33. We're on 328 exit. Plenty of parking out front for that. So, yeah.
It's a place to come. It's great food. Susan, thanks so much for being back on the show.
Good to meet you. Or good to see you guys again. I'm glad you're back down.
Located in the heart of the Hocking Hills is a studio you're going to want to learn all about. That's straight ahead.
Now you can join in on the fun with Out and About Columbus on social media. Grab your mobile device to keep up with where we are in Central Ohio. Make sure to follow us on all of our platforms for everything you need.
Well, it's a great time to come down to the Hocking Hills, but of course, lodging is something that you want to find, and we have the place. Cabin by the Caves has 46 cabins available. Whether you're just a couple or you're holding a family reunion with 20 people, they can accommodate both. We talked to Valerie Frieda, and she told us more. Well, Valerie, good to have you in Cabin on the Caves back on the show.
Good to see you again, Mike.
You know, it is just amazing to see some of the properties, and this is one of the new ones that you have now. And it seems like every time we come down, we're looking at a new cabin. But this one is called Sunrise Landing, right? And tell us a little bit about this.
This is our newest cabin. This is sleep just four. It's 2 suites with king-size beds, beautiful bathrooms, all tile surround showers. And then we also have a rec room downstairs with pool table. And, of course, there's a hot tub, full kitchen, outdoor fireplace. Very nice amenities. And about 4 miles from Old Man's Cave.
Yeah. Now, of course, we're in a season that the leaves are changing down here, and I'm sure everybody's trying to get a cabin down here in the hills right now. And you have about, what, 46?
Yep, 46 cabins, something for everybody.
Yeah. So, size-wise, it ranges from how many people to how many people?
Our largest cabin is 7 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and will sleep up to 20. We have mid-sized cabins that are 8 people, 10 people, and then, of course, we have couples cabins, 2 to 4 people, and then we also have just 2-person cabins as well.
We were talking to Karen Raymore earlier about the Hocking Hills, and the good news is that this is a year-round season here. It doesn't die in fall. It's always something going on down here, right?
That's correct. It's all year round. I mean, there's something I think that attracts everybody at every season.
So if you're looking to get a cabin down here, what's your recommendations? What's the process?
I would really recommend booking at least 2 to 3 months in advance.
Well, that sounds great. Give us some contact information if we're coming down, and let's get some folks coming down and enjoying the Hocking Hills.
Well, it's cabinsbythecaves.com, and we can be reached at 877-322-2283.
And you're certainly the lady in the know, got them. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, look at the beautiful colors behind me, the leaves, and it's just a great season in the Hocking Hills. But the good news is it's the great season year-round in the Hocking Hills, and you may want to think about a second home or cabin down here. Well, we talked to Jubach Builders, and that's who you want to talk to when it comes to building a cabin in the Hocking Hills. They have the experience, knowledge, quality workmanship. So we talked to Sarah Claypool, and she told us more about how you can own a home here in the Hocking Hills. Well, Sarah, good to have you and Jubach Homes back on the show.
Thanks for having us.
You know, absolutely, hands down, all our trips to Hocking Hills, the cabins you guys built are just phenomenal. And you just keep going and going and going with more impressive cabins, and it is. And this is one of them that you built here. Tell us a little bit about this one.
Sure. This cabin here is Gokoto Cabin, and it's a home that we built for one of our clients, and they do rent it out a bit. So if you're interested in staying here, you can do so through Cabins by the Caves.
You know, if I'm watching this today, and I would love to have a cabin in the Hocking Hills built by you guys, what's kind of the process? What about financing? I know a lot of these are second homes and things like that.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, great. So we help people through the entire process, from the very beginning, initial dream stage, all the way through the complete construction of your log home, being able to enjoy it. And then if you do want to rent it out, we do help you connect the dots there as well.
Is there pre-designed cabins? Is it, gee, Sarah, I want 4 bedrooms? Or, I mean, how does that process work?
That's a great question. So what we do is we take people through a number of cabins that we've already built to try to get the ideas rolling and get them a sense of size and how many bedrooms they might need, that type of thing. And then we do all the design process from scratch. So any home we build is a brand new design. It's your own custom creation, and we help do that process for you.
Fantastic. Well, great information. Give us some contact information where we can learn more. And I'll tell you, a lot of people love to be down here.
Great. Well, visit us at our new website. It's jubach.com. That's JUBACH.com. And call my cell phone. I'm at 614-747-2155.
Sarah, I know if they do that, they won't be disappointed. Thanks so much for being on the show.
Take care.
Well, Jack Pine Studios, located in the heart of the Hocking Hills, the place you're going to want to stop by. Jack is known for his pumpkins nationally. He does some very creative work, and he has other artists in the gallery. Not only about that, but some of the lessons that you can get right here at Jack Pine Studios. Well, Jack, good to have Jack Pine Studios on the show.
Thank you.
You know, I love glass blowing. I love the creation. It is an amazing art, and you've been doing this for quite some time, right?
Yeah, for about 30 years now.
How did you get started in glass blowing?
Well, actually, I'm from this region, and I got a scholarship to go to the Columbus College of Art and Design. Moved out west to Seattle and stumbled onto a glass blowing facility out there and fell in love, and it's been a long journey ever since. About 30 years of blowing glass now.
So when visitors come down to your studios, what are they going to find?
Well, when they come down here, they'll be able to watch all these talented glass blowers. I have about 5 different glass blowers making a wide variety of products, but what I'm especially known for throughout the country is these hand-blown glass pumpkins.
So when people come into the gallery, is it all your work, or do you represent other artists as well?
Yes, we definitely are starting to represent other people's works. So on my journeys, I've done a lot of art shows, and in my travels, I developed relationships with a lot of other wonderful artisans and craftsmen throughout the country. And so I've started to ask them to represent their work here.
Well, Jack, where can people find you here in the Hocking Hills and check out the gallery?
Well, we're not too far away from all the main the main parks down here in this area, and we're open every single day from 10 to 5. Our website is jackpinestudio.com, and our Facebook is just Jack Pine Studios.
Fantastic. Jack, thanks so much for being on the show, man. Thanks for sharing this with us. Thank you. Well, we stopped by this pirate-themed restaurant just 5 miles from Old Man's Cave and 5 miles from Logan. And what a great place for fresh pizza, ice cream, you name it. Boy, if you've been hiking in the Hocking Hills, or you've been hiking down at Old Man's Cave, it's a great place to stop and kind of fill up that stomach. We talked to Captain Ron and learn more. Good to have Captain Ron's Pirate Pizza on the show.
Welcome to Hocking Hills during our beautiful fall season.
Yes, this is a great season to come down to the Hocking Hills. And one of the things that's great is your place, which isn't far from Old Man's Cave, which I know is a big attraction down here. So tell us a little bit about what they're going to find here when they stop by Captain Ron.
Well, like you said, we're 5 miles from Old Man's Cave, also 5 miles from Logan. So when you stop in here, you're going to have a family-oriented atmosphere. We're all about the children and the pets and so forth that can come and enjoy your dinner on our nice big porch.
What's the favorite pizza if people come in?
Pepperoni, mushroom, and banana pepper, I would say, actually, yes. And they're big on the cheesy breads also, and our subs are just incredible. So, and actually our Voyager sub is #1.
You're open year-round down here, as the season goes year-round now in the Hocking Hills, right?
Yes, it absolutely does. It's become a year-round destination. And when this time of year, the leaves are just gorgeous. And when the leaves fall, you got the cliffs and the hillsides and so forth that stand out in the woods that you really can't see when the foliage is on.
Well, give us some contact information where we can find you here in the Hocking Hills.
You can call 740-385-2221 or go to CaptainRon'sPiratePizza.com, or you can find us on Facebook, or just stop in. We're on 664 South, just about 5 miles south of Logan, 5 miles north of Old Man's Cave State Park.
You see that sign for Old Man's Cave? Jump on there and you come right here, right?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. Ron, thanks so much for being on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Miss any of today's show? Now you can catch it all on the go. Just visit onacolumbus.com for past episodes and all of our latest content.